Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing us for the first time, my name is Elizabeth Mateka and I'm with my hubby. And together we are the Matekas.
Yes.
So, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, please join the Matekas by subscribing to my channel, this video, and feel free to comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that when I upload a video next time, you can get a notification. And to my returning subscribers, my lovies, thank you so much, guys, for choosing to be part of this family, and thank you so much, guys, for commenting and liking my videos. And as you can see the title of this video, guys, today we are going to tell you guys a story of what happened a month after my husband paid Lobola for me. But you can already see by the title, my husband lost his job after a month after paying Lobola for me.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to try to do, guys, is I'm going to introduce the story and my husband will tell us what really happened, and I will add where I can, right?
Yeah.
Already?
Yes, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yes, you are ready. You are ready. You are ready. Yeah. You're ready.
So as we have already said, guys, that my husband lost his job a month after paying Lobola for me. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you guys, or try to introduce the story, and my husband will tell you guys what really happened. So remember we told you guys that last year, 2021, we were supposed to have our traditional wedding in September. But because of lockdown, we couldn't continue with the plan, even though it was not going to be that big wedding, but it was going to be something small for our families and our friends. So the very same month, guys, the very same month, September, my husband got suspended at work. So I'm not going to tell you guys the reason why. My husband will explain that part and I will add where I can. So over to you, Mr. Mateka.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Mateka.
Yes.
Okay, just to get to the point, yes, guys, it is true, last year I got suspended. Reason being suspended is because of I joined the union myself with them, so with the guys that are we are in a semi whatever thing. Okay, fine. We were 18 of us, and we decided to join a union. Reason being is because we wanted the company to hear our voice, because they were, I don't know whether they're taking us for granted, because of each and every time when you told them you need this, you need that, they will say if you don't want to work, the gate is open for you to leave. So we took it to a point where we felt like we are not being valued as workers, so we joined a workers union. Okay, now for 30 years this company has never had any union. So to them it was like, what the hell? No, we're not going to actually let this thing go on in our company. So immediately they introduced, immediately the union came to our company, introducing itself and so forth, and telling them that this group, this number has joined us, and so therefore we will be their voice. I think didn't sink down well with them. Fine. So we wrote a petition. Writing a petition. This petition, it was all about we need change, basically, in every aspect of the company area, there and there. But we did not want to change the whole entire company, the operations and so forth, how they run their company, but there and there. Fine. So remember, it was the peak of COVID-19 during lockdown and so forth. So the immediately they saw that petition, our signatures there, they came to us and said, how did you guys sign this petition during COVID-19? It clearly shows that you met somewhere else during lockdown, which you were not supposed to meet.
Yeah.
Basically it was like an illegal gathering. So we told them that, where do you get that from? Because we never met. On Saturdays, we're working from Monday to Friday. On Saturday we don't have time to meet, man. We've got our other personal things to take care of. Now why are you accusing us of meeting on Saturday? And they kept on praising that, now you have met, you cannot have all this signed at the same time, blah blah blah, this blah blah that. So one of the should I say directors came and said, okay, because of you've met, basically they're accusing us, you've met, we need all of you, those who have signed this petition, to go and test for COVID-19. And look at what God does. All of us, after a week or so, we came all negative. And they were like, oh my word, now we don't have anything to pin them now with, or to accuse them with. And they looked for loopholes, if I put it that way. They said, sabotage. Like we ask ourselves like, where is this sabotage coming
How
from?
did you sabotage?
Then
the
sabotage
campaign?
birthed insubordination. Where is this thing coming from? Because the first thing that you said it was about us meeting. Now it is insubordination and sabotage. Then okay, to cut the social, we went for hearing, exchanging words and this and this, saying this and saying this and this. It took almost 2 months, going back and forth and so forth.
I think it took 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Because remember in the 1st of October,
Yeah.
that's when they gave you guys letters or they're going to your contracts are terminated. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
So guys, I don't wanna lie. Like it was not like I think that thing it happened. At the time that we did not expect it. You understand? Because of it's like Ogilawana, we are newlyweds, like we are happy, you know what?
Things
like,
are going to
you understand? And then boom, this happens. One of us loses a job. So to us, I can say it was a shock, right? It was something that we did not expect. Like it can happen at that time. So I remember, guys, like during the hearing and what, like we prayed, and because of that, I can like boldly say that you guys being fired at that company, like it was the will of God, because we
for
prayed.
me it was, I don't know what that is, but for me it was.
You understand, because of like I cannot say God did not hear our prayers. He heard our prayers, you understand. It's just that God had a plan that we did not know about, you understand. So I remember like the day when my husband came with that letter, the second one. I read that letter and then, hey guys, I didn't know what to do, to be honest, because I was shocked. Hey, so my husband lost his job.
Like literally lost my job, yeah.
Like literally, like he lost his job. I was at that time, I was not worried about finances and what. But then like I was thinking, like how do you feel, you understand? Because of I could see, guys, like my husband didn't even have that courage, to tell like our families like what is happening. Because I remember I told him, what, let's call our parents and tell them this has happened. And then you said, no, it's fine, we will tell them. And then I said, we're gonna wait until when? I think my husband, I don't know, maybe he was shocked or what, I don't know.
But it was my first time honestly speaking.
It was exactly, yeah.
I normally when I get opportunity somewhere, it's either I resign or whatever. But I've never been, fired from. No, man, it was my first time, because I was like even asking myself some questions like, exactly what have I done? Because I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
This allegations are like they're just based on
don't
assumptions.
They didn't make sense, or like how can they fire you because of you made?
I mean,
and
now
your results were
negative, but still. They wanted basically these people, they didn't want us because I believe like we were just an influence to others. Like
they thought we are going to influence others to also join the union, so it was going to be a problem for them as the management of that company.
Yeah.
So let's share like how did we survive financially, because of how did we deal with the whole situation, because of now we are staying in this apartment and every month we have to pay rent, like 5K per month,
and other utilities
excluding utilities. We need to pay like 5,000, like our rent is 5,000. So luckily, guys, like when my husband lost his job, you got your monies, like Provident Fund, because you applied for UIF later,
so
the following year, this year, in fact, January. So, and guys, let me tell you something. I did tell you guys that I work as a part-time lecturer, right? And as a part-time lecturer, there are times whereby, like, if you did not work for a particular month or weeks, you're not getting paid for those weeks or months. So as a part-time lecturer, when my husband lost his job October, I continued working, and we stopped working, I think the first week of November. That means now for December I'm going to get a salary of that week that I worked in November, right? So because of we had savings, plus provident fund. Like financially, guys, I don't wanna lie, like we were not worried or like how we're going to pay, because let's start calculating, okay, for 5 months we're gonna need this amount of money to like cover all the costs. So we did not worry a lot about finances. The only thing that was bothering us, like, guys, is like we didn't understand what is really happening. You understand? And you know, like as Christians, we know horror and we understand horror. Like when something happens in the realm of the physical, it clearly shows or something is happening in the realm of the spirit. So we asked ourselves, is this an attack or what? Because we just got married and then my husband loses a job, like
So,
like
you know, just to add on there, some blessings to me. I've realized one thing: they come as if you guys.
they are cases or attacks,
yeah. But in actual fact, they are blessings because of they don't come according to the way you want them to be.
And you guys will understand why do we say this thing it was a blessing, because like after my husband lost his job, we continued to pray and we asked God what is really happening. And now I'm this one person no longer, like when something happens, if I don't understand what is happening, like I tend to panic, you understand? So we prayed. And I remember there was this other day, like I was praying and asking God, what is really happening here? And I remember like God said to me, like, you know, there's a transition that is taking place in the spirit. But that still I did not understand. But then what made me to be at ease is that because of that, like I got this, you know, like comfort or confirmation, or you know what, rather God is aware of what is happening, and not like when things are going well, God doesn't know. But what I'm trying to say, like I was at ease because like I was sure, okay, God, you are aware of what is happening right now, the situation and everything. So I started, you know, like relaxing, you know, and at that time, like, okay, for sharp, like we were at home, like we would pray, you know, share the word as usual. And my husband, like as he was applying, like I remember like in October you got a call from another company, and then because of like you were not happy about the salary, you turned down the offer. Because we felt like, you know what, like we won't downgrade.
I won't settle for less.
Yeah, no. Like we told ourselves, like, you know what, we're not going to settle for this because of
Even in the midst of looking for a job, I actually turned down so many offers based on the fact that, you know what, I was tired of private sectors. And I actually asked God, can you please, I need to, you know, migrate to public sector. And I actually, after that, I just took it for granted. You know what, I will see, because of this notion that, you know what, or this kind of thing whereby in government sectors, you know, you need to do this, you need to know negative things in terms of bribe and so forth and blah, blah. And I know what, I applied in the government sector and said, I will see. Hey, to my surprise, you guys. She will explain.
Yeah, and he got a call, I think it was around March, towards the end of March. And he went for an interview, and then like I think few days after that interview you received a call.
The following day,
yes, the following day he received a call for like he got a job, he can come and sign the contract. He's gonna start on the 1st of April, right? And then at that time I was like, I went back to work because we started working from the 1st of March, or somewhere there, the 1st of March. So in a nutshell, guys, what we are trying to say, you know what, like, or like if I can say, put it in this way, like we have learned, we are not being sustained by something that you can touch, which is maybe, for an example, money. You understand? Because like we cannot say we were able to pay rent because April, but March, the finances were like
we are running out of dollars, if I may put it that way. Like and running out of money now, you will think that, you know what is happening. Only God was sustaining us, because immediately, like after we realized that no, God has already sustained us most. I've got a job. And I was like, wow, God, thank you very much, because this is what I've actually wanted. And it has, you know, come to to pass in a appropriate way. Like it is manifesting. I can see it now that I will be working for one of the metros in Gauteng province, and till today I'm still there, and I thank God for it, because I told God, now I don't want to work for private sectors anymore. I'm tired. I had enough. So that you know what, I was demoralized, the fact that I was fired from those from the private sector. So I felt like, just change your the sector or whatever it is. So yeah, I'm here today working for a, I don't know, I'm a public servant.
Don't mention
yeah,
that.
I won't mention one of these metros, but I'm a public servant now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So like I think we can say that whatever that happened last year, I can say that it was a blessing in disguise, because like where you are working now, the environment is
conducive.
I'm
happy there. I love
enjoy, because guys, my husband I remember like when he was still working for that company, like every morning before he takes a shower, he would say, ish, what's wrong? And like he didn't even like explain what he's saying, why is he saying ish, what, because like the environment was not conducive. Hence they decided to join a union so that they can at least like change, like the rules and like some of the things that they wanted to like body change more companies. So I feel like it was a blessing for them to be fired in that company, because now like where he's working, he's happy.
I'm happy, guys.
Yeah, so and yeah and yeah, so I like even now, like I want to ask, okay, let me ask when like what did you learn from like whatever that happened, like what did you learn? Because for me, I can say like as I usually like I always tell you, you know what, like I have seen the hand of God, and I have seen like God is our sustainer. We are not being sustained by the monies of this world or whatever that we can like touch and what, because as I said, like when we were about to run out of funds, like it's like like funds were going out and coming in, funds were, because like as I was saying, like our families like were supporting us, so you could clearly see like God is providing, like even though he's not providing like through me or you, but even like he's also touching even our family members to also help where they can, you understand? So I can say like it's God who sustained us during that time, because of like I remember around March I was telling you, hey, like now we are only left with, I think we had 10,000 in our bank account, and you said no, it's fine, we will like apply for UIF, maybe we'll get something. And at that time, like I was not sure like how I'm going to make it, but somehow guys, like not now at some point sometimes we tend to ask ourselves and laugh for it, but how did we like go through that, like, and the only explanation that makes sense is that God was the one who was providing for us. That's the only explanation that makes sense to me.
Well, what I've learned is that life is unpredictable. Number one, life is unpredictable. It can be all smooth sailing. All of a sudden, you're in a rocky patch now.
Yeah.
You're in a rocky road. Like you're asking yourself, like, how did I end up being here? But if you put your trust in God, or should I say, like, if you put your trust in Jesus Christ Himself, He will never leave nor forsake you.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen the hand of God even myself in my personal like life. I've seen the hand of God. Where I am currently, people are asking, how did you, Jackson, get in there? Because of it is extremely difficult for one to be in there. How did you? But I always tell them that it is because of God. I don't know anybody there. I don't know anybody there, but I'm there.
And you remember before they called you for an interview, you had a dream.
Oh
like,
yeah.
You still remember that dream. So I think God was also preparing you, or you are going to work in this, sector, and it won't, like, people won't understand how, because you saw people like in a very long queue, and you were called.
They singled me out from that queue because we've been waiting.
Yeah, I think that's that was God preparing you, you know, for
Where I am
like
currently.
the exactly for the job that you have now. So in a nutshell, guys, like we just wanted to share this with you and to also tell you guys like what we have learned out of that situation. Or you know what, like don't rely on the things that you can touch, you know, like tangible things. Rely on God. God will never disappoint you. We have seen him like in our marriage, in our lives as individuals. God will never like forsake you or will never disappoint you. You understand? And as you have said, Hori, you know what, like there are things more life in they will happen, you know, unexpectedly, or you cannot predict life. Or you know what, not like in 5 minutes, in 5 years I'll be but yes, it's good to dream, it's good to confess, but again also rely on the grace of God, because all the things that you can do, like you are able to do those things because of the grace of God. So guys, it was not something that was easy, but I can say it was a phase or a season that we had to go through so that we can also learn. And I think every time when we encounter something like that, or like a challenge in our marriage, like after that challenge we come out strong, man. Have you realized that?
Yeah.
Or like we come out strong. And I was telling my husband, Kiri, you know what, since that thing happened, like it's like your faith in God has, you know, like grown. Yeah, because like yo guys I don't know, like yo, at that time the only thing that we could do for survivor was to trust God. Anything else, I don't know. What, like how are we going to survive because of guys.
I mean, it is frustrating to work with you, because people will promise you things that they won't actually, you know, so should I say, give, if I put it that way. They will say, I will actually search for something for you. I will actually send your CV to where I work. I will do this, I will do that. But at the end of the day, God will promise you and he will actually make it to happen.
Yeah, and I think that also, like, it makes you to live your life not feeling like you owe someone because someone did something for you. So like now guys, like we glorify God because of we know like he's the one who made it possible for us to be where we are today, and we still trust God for like whatever that we are trusting God about, like he will do it for us. We don't want to put our trust in a human being because like a person like can disappoint you at the last minute. So yeah, so so like now whenever like we remember or we think of all those things that we went through as a couple, like we can see, or you know what, it has always been God. Even today it is God, and even in the future it will still be God.
He has always been there yesterday, today, and he will always be there forever.
Exactly. So yeah guys, that's what we wanted to share with you. If you have maybe like questions for us, or you feel like maybe we did not cover something that you want to know, or you want us to, you know, like answer, like you can post your questions on the comment section, and then we will answer your questions. And yeah, so just feel free to comment, ask questions, and then if maybe we have to do like to make a video or like answering your questions, we will do that. So we hope that you enjoyed, guys, and yeah, we will see you guys in our next video, or my next video, I don't know, but we will see you guys in our next video. So bye.
Bye.